Hello comrade, this will be the unboxing of the P136 Majohn, but this is not ordinary P136. This will be in titanium and in two different finishing. One will be in matte finishing, another will be the hammer. The hammer is astonishing. Let's see. But first things first, let's see my little letter opener for this video. That's an Ontario SP10. Look at that thing. That's a bowie knife. It's just beautiful. That is my favorite bowie knife of all time. Definitely of all time. It's not something fancy or something you will never use it in real life. That kind of knife you will be using in real life. You will be using it in the field, chopping anything in your way. Now let's start. Let's just talk about this knife company, the Ontario Knife Company. I remember it very clearly. It was exactly 1 year ago. I remember it was like the 12th of July, 2023. That was almost exactly a year ago. This knife company was sold to Bridge Richter Knife, which is like one of the knife distributor. So the OKC, Ontario Knife Company, it's been changing hands. Okay, that was happened exactly 1 year ago, and this knife was bought. I believe it was no. I remember clearly. It was bought when Ontario still Ontario. Okay, I just love Ontario. Okay, let's start. Dun-dun. Yeah, it was 3. And the 2 will be in matte finish, and 2 in hammer. Look at that, it's just beautiful. These 2 are being in hammer finish. And this one will be matte finish. I just can't help. Once I saw this pen, I just can't help to order more. It's very solid. That's okay. As you may know, the P136 was exactly the homage, should I say homage or stray copy of the Mont Blanc 146. Okay, that's look at that. That's also the fingerprint of Sally. I remember her fingerprint. Sally is working in the Mont Blanc, working in the Majohn assembly line. She's the assembly lady. I recognize the fingerprint. And the overall pen, later on I will measure the overall pen. Steel nib, the initial launch, it's only available in EF. It's 210 EF, no breathing hole, but I don't think that will be any issue with it. And I believe the feed is exactly the same as the P136. Just a regular feed. It's not hard rubber. You have this slot window. And slot see-through window in blue, and also you can see there's a, let me get a print. In here you will see there's the angle was cut inside to give a shining. I was talking about the detail here. Sorry, the camera just doesn't focus on the. Let me see if I can get focused. You will see that's a very detail. You see here, I'm not from any engineering background, but I can see things was done with extra care, and I appreciate. You can see from here, the angle, it's not straight 90-degree angle. They have an angle cut in and polished. That's why in real life, if you have this pen in your hand, then you can know what I'm talking about. And that bit is shining. It's so beautiful in real hand. The camera can't catch it. It's titanium. It's white. And it's piston. Yeah. Very smooth. You can feel the edge from here. It's not heavy in hand, but later on I will measure it. That pen in here, it's cost like 500. No, yeah, 500 RMB, which is like $70, something like that. If you're in the US, hold your horse now, cause the initial offering will be ridiculous expensive. I just let you know I was paying like $70-ish. You just wait till the price back to the normal price. And the finishing, you can see it's horizontal. The line is crossed over there. And according to Majohn, because they find that the horizontal finish, it's give the best grip. They even got another version which is only in the testing version, and it was highly polished. That the entire thing is mirror finished, and it was said to be slippery. So it's just a testing model. It's not in production, but the production model, it's all horizontal finish. Okay, I believe this. Is there any inner cap? I can't see really. I can't see. Maybe there is. $70. Would you think it's a bargain? It's definitely not a bargain. I mean, for $70 for a steel nib, but in titanium. Well, it's something new. I mean, it's not something. It's something I never see before actually. That's why. Don't worry. I will take a measure later. Now let's see the hammer version. That thing is more than 700. You look at that, 700 RMB. and like $100. I mean, for this pen, $100, it's a no-brainer. The same thing. The same. Yeah. No. The same thing. No. I shouldn't say the same thing. Imagine there's a titanium piston filler steel nib. Imagine how much will it cost you. I would say $500 is the starting price if you're buying from some called craftsmanship whatsoever. Let's take some detail look of this hammer version. Just beautiful. Same top finial of the look at that, just beautiful. And for this hammer version, yeah, every single dimp you see here, that cost my Sally, who used to work in the Majohn assembly line, and she will be borrowed to making the titanium P136. She will be borrowed, and to knock this bit, every single bit is the sweat of Sally. Look at that thing, so beautiful, isn't it? I mean, the similar version of Mont Blanc is in stainless silver. In stainless silver, solitaire it's called, is it? But I don't have the solitaire. Solitaire is something costs like $1,000 probably. Yeah, so the second-hand price will be $1,000. Same nib. Let's see, is there any whose fingerprint is this time? Ah, that's not Sally's fingerprint. That's a fingerprint from Scully. That's another lady working the assembly line. Same finishing here, you see. Is it? Oh, that's a straight cut. For ink window, yeah, for the hammer version. In here, it's a straight cut, 90-degree straight cut. It's not as the matte finishing. You have this beautiful shining, high polished edge. For the hammer version, it was just a straight cut. Okay, so that's the two difference of the two. Apart from that, the overall size of the two, very similar. I mean, that kind of pen will last your entire life, last a lifetime. Okay, let's wait. The entire pen, 45 gram. The pen on its own, let's pretend it's 27. Yeah, no one will argue that, 27. And the weight, whoa, the weight is, I believe, is above the middle point of this pen. That is due to the piston. By the way, the piston is also said to be made in titanium. So that will be the weighting. That will be the balance point of this pen. Okay, 47, 20, 45, 27. That's lighter, surprisingly. 43. Yeah, the hammer version was surprisingly lighter. It's almost 1 gram lighter than the matte finish. The weight point were very similar. Yeah, that was up at the middle point of the. Let's see the original. It's pointless, but anyway, since I got the pen, let's measure it. The entire pen was 25. That thing is like, the pen only is like 15. Okay, let's see the size comparison. I mean, it's with 3D scans now it's more popular to make things identical in dimension size will be very, it's not as difficult as it used to be. Now you just scan the whole thing and everything. I mean, this is probably you're only familiar with fountain pen, but I'm also into wristwatch. But if you may realize, now Chinese, especially the Guangdong province, they have now able to mimic the entire Rolex mechanical watch movement 1-to-1. Nevertheless, to say the fountain pen, everything is the size is much larger and much easier. In wristwatch, you are talking about components and wheels probably in this kind of size. I'm not joking. Okay, very similar, almost identical. Some of you will be very interested into whether this pen posted or not. I can tell you it didn't post. The cap just didn't sit in. It's already to the bottom, but the cap is still wobbling. It's loose, it can't be sitting. Okay, for both model, the cap didn't sit, it didn't post. Now it's sit to the bottom, but the cap is wobble. Okay, that make your concern. That answer your concern. Am I going to do a writing sample? I've just not bothered, to be honest. This is a regular stainless steel Majohn EF nib. In EF is not my favorite, but the initial launch was only in EF. But I never have any issue with Majohn steel nib. So, and I never fan of EF nib. I only bought medium nib. But anyway, I will change the nib into my other Majohn M nib. Okay, so I believe that's the. Let's make a conclusion. That is $100, 700 RMB. That's $70. Welcome back. My phone just overheated and it just shut itself. Let's back to where are we now? Where are we? That's $100. That's $70. $30 more for Sally's hemming service. Did it worth it? Of course. Look at that thing. Just beautiful. I mean, $30 can get you another. What $30 can get you? $30 probably can get you 2 chicken sandwich. But you get a hemming mark of Sally. It's just beautiful. Let's see. Probably I haven't talked about the engraving on the cap. The engraving on the cap, it's on Michael. It says Majohn P136, and then next to the P136, I believe it looks like it's hallmark, but it's pointless. It's titanium. It's not precious metal. It's pointless to have a hallmark. And this tube band here, you will see it's a separate material. It's not a color. You can tell the edge. It's edged, but very well finished. But inside of it, you can see it's one piece. So I'm not sure how they did a very good job. And let me show you another crazy thing. No, it's not crazy. It's just something I find. Let's have this tube. Move this tube. So some of you might ask whether this 3-pan cap can be interchanged. I tried. I can tell you the answer straight now. Yes, they do. That's the Montblanc P136, P146. That's 136. You can see literally appearance. They're very similar. I can tell you it's exactly the same. But how about their cap? Let's see. Look at that. It just do. Look at that. That's beautiful. Would you do that? I believe it's not only the cap is interchangeable. The entire barrel reservoir. It's a French, or the cap, the piston, everything of it is interchangeable. Let's see whether the Majohn can go into the Montblanc cap. Oh yes, it do. It does. Look at that. Perfectly fit. Look at that thing. Nevertheless, to say it's interchangeable between the P136. Look at that. Beautiful, isn't it? Probably later on, Majohn will release this version. That's also equally good. I see. That's the premium version. Both parts hammered. That will be the middle class version. Upper middle class version, only with the barrel hammered, because the area barrel is larger than the surface. And that's the regular middle class version. Yeah. And this will be the working class version. Okay. This will be the royal family. Anyway, okay, I believe that conclude my unboxing on this Majohn P136. Like it, subscribe if you're still here. Okay, bye.